Finally, I got it to work. How's everybody doing? Cooking dinner. That's what I'm talking about. Hello, hello, hello. Can everybody hear me okay? Just give me a thumbs up or a heck with you or something. I got a new computer, so I'm trying to figure it all out. If you can hear me. Yeah, I did. I created a my coffee, like buy me a coffee. Look, I am so I'm so against that whole feature, but at the same time it does help to further the channel and everything. And I'm so excited. Listen, before I go any further, there's two things that I have been absolutely meaning to talk about. Number one that just came up, and it's everybody that's in the Carnivore Quest community who participated in the challenge for the bbbe challenge. Finally, I'm so excited. 7,500 pounds plus loss. That smoked the challenge. So that is killing it. I am so proud of everybody. Like all the people who commented that they were struggling, all the people who commented that they were having a hard time, all the people who fell off, all those people. Listen, man, we all struggle. The main thing is that you keep going. You see what can be accomplished. This is the third or fourth time that we've tried, and we smoked it. I'm so fired up. Some people might think that that's just like a little deal, like that's just a small thing. To me, that's a big deal. I've been here since last May, or right about. I started Carnivore April 17th. I joined Carnivore Quest in May, and I've been a moderator since then. And I have been like just believing in these people. This been partaking of the challenge ever since, and I'm absolutely so stoked that we finally met that challenge. That is huge. It's so inspirational to me. And so, I mean, I'm so excited. I need to see if I can't highlight the things. Like, let's see if I can show it. Yeah, there we go. There we go. I can finally highlight stuff. I'm gonna learn this thing before it's all over and done with, guys. Um, yes, absolutely. Thank you, Lynette. I appreciate. Look, I'm so hooking me up. I'm so excited. I appreciate your gift, and I appreciate your support. That's so that's gonna help out a lot. I'm so about helping people though. That's the main thing. Like that's what I want to be about. There's so many milestones that you have to hit. Anybody that's involved with YouTube knows that you're limited until you get to a certain number, and I hate feeling that way because it's so conflicting with this, within me. But I do want to get to those numbers. I want to get to 1,000. I want to get to 4,000 share hours, all that kind of stuff. But it's 100% just to get the message out. And I know that, and I learned it from the best because I know that Larry and Cassie are the same way. Like they're so dedicated to um, helping people who are in the shape that they were in. And that's the shape that I was in. And that's what I've learned from Larry and Cassie. That's what I've learned from Dr. Barry. That's what I mean, and that's the whole mission. Like so many people have so many ideas about what this stuff could be like, but it's 100%. Look, I mean, addicted to antlers. That's awesome. Like the addictions and stuff that we face is it's so hard to overcome, and so many people have this stigma and are, you know, inundated by the pressure from overcoming addictions. But I promise you, we are seeing addictions broken. We're seeing strongholds busted up. We're seeing people who are coming to realize in the group that they can overcome these addictions. Hey, No Carb, it's good to see you, brother. Dude, I've been giving a lot of thought to No Carb, man. He's such a great guy. I had such a great time with him this past last week, and we're planning on doing something great again, just to get some better content out to you guys. I'm like a kid. I'm giddy like a kid because so much good stuff has been happening lately, and it's the circumstances. And I try so hard to not be defined by the circumstances. And when it's going bad, being defined by the circumstances, you know, are offsetting, I guess you would say. But when it's going good, you have to, I literally have to stop and celebrate those things because, you know, I know I'm like a squirrel in traffic. I'm like jumping back and forth, and I'm like, you know, oh my goodness, this over here, or, oh my goodness, this over here. And it seems, and it comes across a lot even in my videos, but it's because I'm so excited, man. I'm so excited to finally be getting that message out. I'm so excited to be getting my voice out and to be able to interact with people that I have been literally watching for so long get the message out. That's a big deal to me because I'm a little guy, you know what I mean? I'm just a guy who is willing to step out on faith and know that I can change. And now that I've changed and I've made a big difference in my life, I'm reaching out to those who are behind me because I feel like that's important. It's critical for us to reach out to those and bring somebody else with us. Obviously, we got to change ourselves first. That's part of being a leader. You know, I talk a lot about being a leader. You have to grasp it, if that makes any sense. You may not think of yourself as a leader, but once you start off on this journey, you're going to realize real quick that you are a leader, because once you start showing those benefits, you start seeing those non-scale victories, you start seeing those scale victories, you're going to be a leader because people are going to start looking to you to try to figure out what's being done. I was speaking with someone even tonight. I spent a little while on the phone with somebody who was like, you know, I worked with in a previous job, and they were like, look, I'm ready to make this change, but I got these questions. And I just go over the questions and share what little bit of knowledge I have, because it's about that much. Hopefully in a couple of weeks, I'm going to have some people on the channel that can speak clearly. Dave is one of them from No Carb Life. The man's got knowledge. Dr. Bart K, Dr. Kim Berry, or excuse me, Professor Bart K, Dr. Kim Berry, Dr. Anthony Chafee. I've got big plans for this channel. I've got big plans to get content out. It's not like you guys haven't seen it before, but they're going to be here. They're going to be speaking to you guys because my audience is important, and reaching you and having a small environment and reaching out to you guys is important to me. Let's start looking at these comments. I'm so bad at this, but I need to get better at it. Lynette says, I shared your channel with a male cousin over 500 pounds. I don't even know if he had the courage to look at it or if it will make a difference, but at least I shared it. That's 100%, Lynette. That's the main thing. 100%. You can't judge how somebody else is going to react. The only thing that you can do is share it with them, and the results is what it is. You did your part. You're not being greedy with the information, and that's 100% the point. And that's what it's all about. I mean, you can't. I know as cliche as it sounds, I'm about to say it anyway. You can't lead a horse to water. You can't make a horse drink, but you can lead it to water. You could provide it what it needs, but you can't make it do what it's supposed to. And that's the same thing with our own lives. You know, my wife and me often talk about that. For example, you know, I don't know if anybody would have been able to reach me whenever I was in my lowest state. If they had came by, if they had spoken into my life at that time, until I got it for myself. You know, all the right information, all the right stuff almost doesn't matter unless you're willing to take those steps and step forward into it. If you don't want it, nobody can make you do it. But I'm praying and I'm hoping that many people will see this content, see you guys. It's not just me, because honestly, there's nothing special about me. Yes, I lost 243 pounds in a little over a year. Yes, I reversed type 2 diabetes. Yes, I fixed non-alcoholic fatty liver disease. Yes, I started a new YouTube channel, and all those things are great. But 100%, it's all about us and our testimony. Every single one of you guys' testimony is just as important as mine. It don't matter if you lost 3 pounds or 30 pounds. It's the fact that we're all doing in this journey together and we're supporting each other. And that's what's important to me. Carnivore Kit, what's up, my brother? We got some good stuff going on this weekend, and I'm so happy to. Me and Carnivore is going to do some stuff. We're planning to maybe even once a week. I don't know if he's announced it. I'm going to announce that this is a sneak peek if you're in here yet. We're going to try to get something together at least once a week where we can come together and we can get some content live stream where we can interact with you. And that's good stuff, man. I mean, I love interacting with you guys if I can just get better at it. I mean, so many of these people. Check out these guys. You got Carnivore Kip, you got No Carb Life. I love Dave. He makes so much sense to me. Obviously Ken Berry, obviously Dr. Chafee, Bart K. But there's even more. I mean, there's some people that I've been checking out. Let's see. Let me think of them. Perfectly Imperfect Keto. I've been watching some of her stuff. She did a recipe yesterday of a meatloaf, and I don't eat cheese and I don't eat stuff like that, but she had me want some cheese with her recipe. It was good stuff. So I mean, so many of these other channels, man, they've got so much good content, and they're putting videos out to try to help people just make 1 or 2, 3 steps closer. Harley Mama, good to meet you as well. Yeah, absolutely, John. Hopefully I'll get better. I know some of y'all are like watching me like, this guy's crazy. He sounds like a redneck from the backwoods of South Carolina. I am a redneck from the backwoods of South Carolina, but I am trying to reach the world with this message, and hopefully it will get out there. Like, again, I don't know who all just now getting in here. I'm so proud of you guys who took part in the bbbe challenge with Carnivore Quest. We smoked that challenge. That can't be emphasized enough. That's something that I'm super proud of. And so we're going to keep up with that. How do I need to focus on seeing if I can get this stuff laid out. I'm figuring it out. I should have probably paid a lot better of attention before I got started in here. I told Larry, I said, man, I scheduled it for 7:00. I didn't know how long it would be. I didn't want to conflict with you guys, but before I went live, but so here we are. Hey, Chris, it's good to have you in here, buddy, from Tennessee. My cousin's in Tennessee. She just had a baby. So you're in good company up there. Dr. Barry's in Tennessee. And I love going to Tennessee to Gatlinburg every chance I get, or Pigeon Forge. It's good to have you with us tonight. Lynette said, Cassie's chuck roast is amazing. I knew for a fact that was the video right there, because that thing right there is off the chain. Yeah, there's so many of these great recipes that we can get a hold of, man. You just got to find it out. And I've kept mine pretty simple. I do steak and eggs, which, I mean, I did a video on it, but there's nothing really to prepare other than the eggs. I've had 1,000 people, I swear, ask me about the eggs. and it's literally just a half a stick of butter mixed with the yolks and hot water to whatever consistency you like, and make deviled eggs out of it. But it's a great treat. It's filling. It's pretty simple, but you want to get into those recipes and the chuck roast and the piggy poppers and all that stuff, you got to look at Cassie, because she got that stuff under wraps. You also got Carnivore Quest. He's got the smoker. I'm sure he put some smoke on that stuff, and you can't beat that smoke too. But those guys are doing it, man. They got some great stuff out there. I haven't gotten it real good at the recipes yet. I keep it simple. That I had to get with Cassie and them and let them educate me a little bit on some of that recipe stuff. And hopefully I'll get to it. Yeah, definitely try the deviled eggs, man. I mean, they're good stuff. I mean, it's a half a stick of butter and hot water to the consistency that you want. I mean, I found that. I mean, I could take them out whenever I was going to work, add salt to them, and they would last 2 or 3, 4 hours before they would starting to warm up. So, I mean, it's a good treat. You don't necessarily have to keep them refrigerated the whole time. And yeah, and they're good. Larry talking about reverse sear, dude. Ever since I come to your house that day, and we had reverse seared steaks, I have not cooked one on the grill ever since. Like, that's been my thing, dude. You like got me addicted. I'm addicted. If you want to talk about addictions, I'm addicted to that. Like, if you put a steak in the oven at 225 for 22 minutes, and then all you got to do is take it out when it's done, throw it on the grill, and brown that junk, it is perfect. And that's what I've been doing ever since. I'll do it really every week. That's how I've been doing it. Before that, I would use, I'd put it on the Weber grill with some flavored apple wood, cherry wood, something like that. And it was good, man. But it just, sometimes I'd get it overdone. Sometimes I wouldn't get it done enough. But ever since Larry turned me on to that reverse sear, that was where it was at. And that's what I've been doing. So if y'all hadn't tried it, try it. That's what you need to do. It's good stuff. I mean, once again, can't be stated enough. So proud of everybody about the challenge, man. I've been looking for every time we had one of those challenges, I was believing in us. And I'm still believing in us. And that's just the beginning, man. We finally, not only did we reach the challenge, but we excelled past the challenge. You talking about 2,000 pounds past the goal. That is insane. 7,000 pounds? Come on now. That's huge, guys. Yeah, man, y'all don't realize how. I remember whenever, Larry, you remember just like last year, whenever the group was like 400 people. I mean, it was like this big, and not that it was any less important, but could you imagine getting to 7,000 pounds with 300 people? And then now we're pushing hard on 4,000 people, man. And listen, this is going to change lives. That's the main point. And that's what I'm excited to see. And I know Larry and Cassie are too, man. They realize the importance of it. They realize the importance of, their lives have been changed, and that's what they're doing, trying to help other people change their lives. That's huge, man. And that's important to me. And as long as I'm doing this stuff, man, I want to be surrounded by people that are doing that. No matter how many times I screw up and post things that I'm not supposed to post or whatever, like I'm horrible at technology. Y'all just have to forgive me and we'll move on. But praise the Lord, I got this new computer today. So I'm coming to you guys on that. So hopefully things will ease up just a little bit. Yeah, absolutely. Carnivore. He said, we're making the food industry cry. Yeah, absolutely. Not just that, brother, but I want to see the pharmaceutical industry cry. I want to see the Kellogg's company cry. I know I'm not going to get, Yeah, absolutely. Cassie's right too. I'm not going to get very many endorsements by saying that kind of stuff, but I don't care. I'm not out here to please them. I'm here to help people. And thank you, Cassie. Absolutely, I appreciate that. Um, the non-scale victories. That's another huge one. I'm gonna put that one up here. You know, the non-scale victories. What you'll come to find out if you're just starting out on this, and I know many of us who have been on this route already know, but the non-scale victories are as important or more important than the scale victories. I lost a bunch of weight, and that's cool and all, but I'm more excited about getting rid of type 2 diabetes. I'm excited that I don't have to suffer through liver failure because of eating a bunch of junk. Those things are so much more important. And what I try to tell people is this: imagine, what if you had cancer? What if you had cancer inside of you, but it hasn't been diagnosed yet? And you start eating this way. And by eating this way, the nutrients that you're giving your body and the things that you're not putting in your body help to starve that cancer off. But you didn't know it. And you get upset because you're not losing weight. That's crazy, isn't it? But that could be the case. So many people are struggling with things that they don't know because it hasn't been diagnosed yet. I heard Dr. Berry doing an interview with somebody yesterday, and he was talking about uh, a certain type of cancer that feeds on sugar. And when you deprive the body of sugar, that cancer has nothing to feed on, and therefore it's done away. That's huge. That's not a scale victory. You're not going to see that in the numbers on the scale, but that's so much bigger. That's so much better than losing weight. I'm not saying nobody wants to lose weight, because obviously that's what's a big motivator for all of us. But that can't be the main thing. We got to get our priorities straight. And I'm the worst one about it. It started off for me as just a weight loss thing. But there's so many bigger issues, and so many people are struggling. And I promise you, those non-scale victories are huge, man. But we're going to see the weight loss too. Don't get me wrong. We're going to see that happen too. Oh, absolutely. Hey, Frugal. Good to see you. Good to see you. Oh, man. Let me see. Let me see if I can keep up with the comments, because I'm so slow on it. I'll get better at it. 7,500 pounds. That's crazy, man. That's crazy. Yeah, fat loss. Well, and that's what I was telling my buddy. I was like, a lot of people just don't understand what the whole fat loss thing is. I've seen it even in the group, and I try to stay out of it uh and get back in it, whatever. And but a lot of people still think that eating fat causes you to be fat. That's not the case. Eating fat doesn't cause you to be fat. What causes people to gain weight and stay large is insulin. Insulin blocks your body off from being able to access fat, period. I'm not saying if you eat a lot of fat, you can't retain some. What I'm saying is you can't burn fat if your insulin is high. That's what's so good about the carnivore, keto, lion, ketogenic spectrum diet is it doesn't spike your sugar, it doesn't cause an insulin response, and therefore your body learns to access the fat and burn it 100%. So eat your butter. If you run into trouble, you're not losing weight, give it some time, man. If you haven't lost weight in 3 months, let's reevaluate it. Until then, keep trusting the process 100%. Oh, absolutely. Frugal, I'm glad you're here too. We should be excited anytime we come together. Like I'm on like the ride of my life, because I've been able to join with Kip. I've been on Larry and Cassie at Carnivore Quest. It's like hanging out with family, honestly. And that's so much fun to me. I love doing these lives because I can support these guys. I can give shout out to these guys. And when I say that, I'm 100% being real because I love Larry and Cassie. I love Kip. I'm coming to love Kip. I haven't known him long enough, but I love him. Like, I love his story. I love his momentum. Um, Dave over at No Carb Life. I mean, some of those guys, man, I'm growing to like have a place in my heart for, and I want to see them do well, and I want to be a part of what they're doing, man, because that's where I draw my motivation. It's inspirational. I love that, man. I love this community for that reason. Yes, Kip, everybody has been so very nice. Even Bart K, man. I talked to Bart the other night, and he is. Somebody said that he's only opposed to those um, who are against carnivore or the vegans or whatever. Dude, that may be the case, but he was one of the nicest people I've talked to, and very hospitable, very courteous, and I mean, I know he's got his reputation or whatever. The guy's smart, the guy's nice. I mean, I haven't met anybody so far in this community that isn't. And I think that comes from a transformed life. They see what they have been brought from, and they see how it affects others. And I think that's crazy huge. Yeah, absolutely, Cassie. Chosen family. That's what I'm talking about. This is you don't get to choose your family until you get to choose your family. You get born into the family you're born in. I have some members of my family. My brother, I love my brother. My cousins are great. My mom, phenomenal. My wife and kids, obviously, they've been so supportive in this. But my chosen family is not just those who I was born to, but those who I let around me, because that's one of the big things that I've learned over the last year that's helped me so much is being around you is a privilege. And oftentimes we find ourselves before we get started on this journey in a position where we sacrifice and how do I put it? Um, we we let people violate our boundaries. And being around you is a privilege. And you need to be careful about who you let influence your life. I've learned and I'm not telling you what to do. I'm not trying to be like preaching to you. I'm just trying to tell you from what I've learned. The people that you let around you influence you, even when you don't want them to influence you, or you think they're not influencing you. And so it's a privilege to be around you. And you have to value the input of the people that you have around you. Like, I mean, when you let just anybody speak into your life, you never know what direction that's going. But like, for example, I let people like Larry Berquist around me. When I go to Larry, I value his input. I ask him for opinions. I ask him for guidance on stuff because I value his input, because he's a good person. I truly believe that he wants to see the best for me, and I want to see the best for him, and it's constructive. Whenever you have other people speaking into your life that don't view things the same way, then it's crucial that you zero out that influence out of your life. Not everybody that you think is speaking good into your life is actually speaking good into your life. They're not causing a positive influence. And that's got to be reevaluated. Don't let yourself violate those boundaries just because of other people's feelings. If for a second I thought somebody else was, you know, was not trying to make me better or trying to speak into my life and set me on the right track, put them out. Put them out. It may hurt their feelings. It may hurt your feelings. You may cry, and that's okay. We have to do that. But in the long run, who you let speak into your life and who you let influence you is critically important, because that's the difference between getting to the goal and being hindered from the goal. That's the difference between transforming your life and staying exactly where you are or living the same mistake over and over and over because you got some people tripping you up. And that's just my 2 cents worth. You may feel differently, and that's okay. That's okay. But that's just what I've learned. Anybody have any questions or anything that we're going over since I am actually looking at it? Yeah. Hey, Connie, it's good to see you in here tonight. Let's see. Speaking of family, yeah, there you go. Let's put it up here. I've gotten a twin sister interested in this, and she doesn't even need to lose a pound. That's the main. That's a critical thing to. You don't have to lose a pound. The proper human diet, according to even as it's described, it's a proper human diet. It's not even a weight loss diet. I know we don't say that a lot of times because so many people want to lose weight, which I did. But the main thing is it's the proper human diet. If you want to have optimal health and you want to have a quality of life when you get towards the end of life, you got to eat the proper human diet. I'm glad to hear that your sister's going to try. Hopefully she'll try this out and it'll make a difference for her. You don't have to need to lose weight. Some people need to gain weight. It'll work for them as well. Walked away from myself. I got tired of keeping the peace and decided to give myself peace. Sometimes that's a hard decision, Frugal. That's a hard decision. And sometimes you do have to make those decisions, to walk away. Nobody wants to cut their family off. I mean, 100%. I'm thankful that I have family members that build me up and add quality to me. Sometimes you got to step away. Sometimes people bring drama to your life that you just don't need. So, absolutely. Let's see here. I don't know why this computer. I'll get it figured out one day. How many times a day do I eat? I eat twice a day. I usually eat about 10 o'clock. I actually made a video about what I eat in a day. I eat about eggs around 10 and a steak around 2:33-ish. Today I ate it at about 6 while Larry and Cassie's video was going off. I was trying to get it done before going live. 2 meals a day works for me. I tried the OMAD, but it just didn't quite work for me. Let's see here. I remember your interview with Larry, but I saw your interview with Kip, and your results are amazing and blessing and well done. Thank you so much, Margie. It has been amazing. It's almost unreal to me. I actually went to see my doctor today, and my doctor his actual words were, "I've never seen this kind of results before in my life." And that was kind of a humbling experience, but at the same time, I was like, that's amazing. And now, don't get me wrong, I want to be the first one to say it's not going to happen like this for every single person. I'm not crazy. I don't want to make you think that you're going to lose 234 pounds in a year, but you might. I'm just wanting to show you the capability. Like, this can happen 100% because it happened to me. Is it going to happen? I can't guarantee that. I don't know. I didn't even plan for this. It's amazing to me when I walk past the mirror and I look and I see I'm less than half the man I was. I have no earthly idea. It's amazing. I'm excited. I'm so thankful. I don't think it will happen like this for everybody, but I know it can happen like this, and I know that it works. It's just a proof that it works, not that it's going to work the same way. And we have to tweak those things. And that's where we're going to get into. So, absolutely. There you go. Perfect keto right there. Hey, friends, just finished recording dinner, but want to make it in here. I'm glad you joined us. I'm glad you're here. I watched your video. I was just telling them a little while ago about the meatloaf with the cheese, and I don't even eat cheese, but I wanted some last night after watching your video. It's good stuff. If you're doing keto and you have cheese and dairy don't mess with you, check out the video. It's good stuff. She makes one for her family and she makes one for her. Sometimes that's what you got to do. My family just started on the doing some long-term carnivore, and so that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna have different. I actually ate the other night. I went in there and grabbed a piece of sausage as my wife was cooking some up. I eat BBBE. I don't eat sausage, but the other night I did. I grabbed one little piece of it and stuck it in. I had to have some. So absolutely having a good time. I can't say it enough. You guys, if I don't have any links, I was going to mention this before. There's the other thing that I was going to mention earlier was Anthony Stein, the Practical Carnivore. They had a tornado hit their house. It destroyed some of their house. Their internet is still out, and they've been working on getting some stuff out, getting everything back to normal. I just wanted to take a moment to tell everybody, please, I don't know if you pray for Anthony. If you don't pray, start praying for Anthony. Like, just keep those guys in your thoughts and prayers. If there's any kind of if you are looking to donate to somebody, if you're looking at investing in somebody, Practical Carnivore, that'd be a good place to start, because the guy's going through a hardship. I mean, most of us aren't displaced by natural events like that. The guy's been on my heart, and I wanted to give him a shout out and just send you guys his way to be able to donate to him, or just at minimum, if you're a believer, keep him in your prayers, that God will encourage him and his family and keep them going, because that's pretty important to me. I pray, and I've been praying for him, and I want to see him and his family do well and get back to life as normal, if that's even a thing. I can't imagine what it would be to be in the position that he's in right now. So y'all go check him out, give him a shout out, donate to him, whatever's laid on your heart to do. I just want to make mention of that. I've been meaning to do that before now, and it just slipped my mind, but it just popped up. So absolutely, Practical Carnivore, Anthony Stein, hook him up. Let's see, where are we at? I'm gonna jump off here, and I'm not gonna ramble forever, fellas and ladies, peoples. Anybody got any questions or anything you want me to try to tackle before we call it a night? Like I said, the main idea of this all was to rant a little bit about the 7,500 pounds we got rid of this past month. That's enough, Yeah, Frugal, look him up, buddy. I'm so proud of you guys. I'm so proud of the accomplishments, and I know that the best is yet to come. Thank you. You like the video. I'm trying to get better at them. I promise you. I'm not on Larry's level yet, but I will be. I'm gonna keep nudging at him. He's giving me he's giving me a lot of good. I heard a saying one time. It says, if you see a turtle on a fence post, you can know that somebody put it there. And so if I ever become anything more than just small time, it'll be because I've had good people like Larry Berquist and Ken Berry and Dave Mack and Carnivore Kip and all these guys who invested their time and effort into me, and I appreciate that. So yeah, Larry says do a reverse sear video. Maybe we can do a collaboration reverse sear video and make that happen, Larry. You're the master. I'm just the follower. So we'll get together and do something. Yeah, Larry is amazing at that. We'll make it happen one way or the other. Maybe I do it too. I don't know. I tried to do one of the dog, because my wife said, do one of the dog. Everybody love Harley. I was like, of course everybody love Harley. So, but we'll see. I don't know. I got a lot of good ideas, and I love collaborating with you guys. I actually love sausage. The little round sausages from Walmart are cheap, but so yummy. And the spicy sausages keep me full. Absolutely, 100%. My wife made just the regular sausages. I normally just don't eat them, but they are good. I could taste something sweet in it though, so who knows? Anyway, like I said, I'm not going to keep rambling on. I'm so proud of you guys being here. If there's any more questions, y'all shout them out real quick or whatever, and then we'll jump off, man. Yeah, you're right, Larry. I need all the practice I can get. I need to make some more videos. That's what I thought about is the content, man, getting people stuff to see because I want it to be perfect, but I just ain't there yet. I'm working on it, so he challenges me to make it. Oh my gosh, is that you dare me? All right, brother, I'll try it. I'll do it. I challenge you. Harley Mama, everybody, good night. I hope you do too. I'm excited to have you guys here. Like I said, I can't say it enough. I appreciate you guys' support and I wish you all the best. And I'm so excited about the community that's being built here. And like I said, the best is yet to come. There's good stuff in the future. I got some big announcements coming, and some big people. You know, I'm gonna get Larry and Cassie on the show. I don't know how I'm gonna do it. I might have to bribe them with a ribeye, but they've been so busy they haven't been able to do a whole lot right recently. But eventually, we're gonna get them on the show. Entice them with some ribeyes and eggs or something. And Bart K, Ken Berry, maybe Chafee, like I said. Hopefully some of those people are gonna be coming on the show pretty soon and create some content, but it should be good. It's exciting for me. But anyway, you guys, if y'all have any comments, questions, or whatever, y'all can put them in the comments. Share this with your friends or share the videos with your friends. Get the word out. Hopefully, everything will start picking up and it'll start growing. The community gets bigger. I appreciate you guys. I love you guys. I'm so proud of you guys that were involved with the challenge. If you're not involved with the challenge, get involved with the challenge. Community is huge. It makes a big difference when it comes to this walk, and it will help you get to levels that you couldn't get to before. I encourage you to. I know it helped me dramatically in forging those relationships and those bonds with people over the course of the last year. Has been detrimental in helping my journey, honestly. So when is the next challenge? I'm sure I don't know what exactly that we just finished the bbbe challenge in April, so there'll be another one for May. And if there's sometimes we do like we won't have a challenge if everything's busy for that month, but probably May the 1st. If not May the 1st, then obviously June. But I'll announce it on the channel at some point coming up whenever we get together and figure out what it's going to be, and we'll do it here on the challenge. Hit that like button, like Larry said. Share the video, and like I said, I appreciate you guys more than you'll ever know. Stay strong, and you guys keep pushing forward. We'll see y'all next time. Have a good night.